Flex. Cyclone, I represent for the One Drop Podcast. You know the thing, you know the lingo. Get to the money, get to the cash. Yo, a Cyclone, you know. I represent for the One Drop Podcast. You know the thing, you know the lingo. Chat, chat.
Watch out, watch out. Watch out.
Welcome back to One Drop Podcast. You know, I'm your boy Lukey Flex. We're here with episode 7. You know, we in the building. You know, we got Tracy Loyal in the building, and we got a new face in the building. We got Lion Face in the building from Volume 1 Sound.
What up?
Yes, sir. You know what I mean? But like it's a Volume 1, you know, Volume 1 takeover because we got Diamond in the building also and behind the camera. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Oh man, so what's going on, people? Everybody's week was good.
Good. Mechanics, a lot of work, busy, but we're moving forward.
All right, okay, all right. How about you, Tracy? How was your week?
I was here, you know, I'm just here. No, this week was just really a crazy week for me. Work was stressing me out, and Diamond get on my nerves.
Damn.
Yeah. So,
You didn't even see Diamond from last week.
Wow.
I can just feel like he's just getting on my nerves.
Diamond, you didn't see Diamond from last week. How he get on your
Listen,
nerves? That's crazy.
Diamond,
Behind the scenes, though.
behind the scenes, my ass. Anyway, it was a good week. It was okay.
Anyway, my week is, you know what I mean, it was cool. So, okay, you know, no complaints. You know what I mean? I took off Friday because I just wanted a day for myself. So, you know, I'm actually reset for Monday. So, I'm good.
You had off Friday?
Yeah, I had off Friday.
Yeah, I took off Friday too.
Yeah.
But I went. I had to take my son up to a college visit in Pittsburgh. So
Yeah.
it was a drive and a half.
Getting ready for that collegiate sports where, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
So, you know what I mean? But we want to get into it. We want to get into our sponsor. Our sponsor is Isolated Clothing. Isolated Clothing is designed by a young man that's 17 years old. His slogan is just be yourself. So he's out here promoting being original, being unique, and not to be, you know, afraid to, you know, show your truth of your real self and not trying to be one of those little fakers out here that we have out. So, you know, it's a good slogan. If you want to get in touch with Isolated Clothing, go on to Instagram. It's Isolated Clothing Line, and you know, follow him. He's coming out with new designs, hoodies, and t-shirts. You know, all that's coming, you know, for the spring and the summer. So, you know, go to Isolated Clothing Line. All right. So, you know, we're here for episode 6, and just want to invite Lion Face and, you know, to a you know, kind of up our little conversation, and I mean, put on another level, intellectual level.
I don't know how much I'm going to be helped for that one, but we'll see.
Yeah, man.
Diamond said to call you, so
yeah, he said you the man. He said he said he does the man that know the man. That's what he said.
Wicked person for saying that.
Exactly.
So, you know what I mean, we just here, you know, trying to just get some little stuff in the news that, you know, out the way, you know, the One Drop way. I know everybody been covering it and, you know, talking about issues. But, you know, the first thing we want to get to is...
Remaria's ice cream.
You would want to get to that first.
I'm just saying. What?
And first of all,
it's everywhere. Okay, let's talk about it.
Yo, the man spoil up rum and raisin.
Yeah, because rum and raisin was actually my favorite ice cream until this video came out.
Yo, I can't even say I eat rum and raisin no more.
Yo, I don't want to hear.
ShopRite, bought 3 containers.
So now the man is a spokesperson for rum and raisin. You hear that?
Jeez.
You hear that?
I bought a
Jesus.
bunch. I bought a
That's
bunch.
ridiculous. But the thing about it is, man, the man is a police officer, and he used his little, his authority to, to have breakfast or lunch at, at his own convenient time. And I why would you pick that for for your lunch or your breakfast? That don't even make no sense.
I'm pretty sure his belly was full.
So I look at it like this. I don't think she's the one that released that video. I honestly think that the gentleman's wife released that video.
You think so?
That's what they're saying. Yeah, I don't think she did it.
I
really don't think she did it.
Personally, you're hurting your
voice
own business.
Yeah.
From her perspective, you're hurting her own business by releasing that. So nobody can trust you no more.
But the thing about it is, man, if the wife did it, she gotta be super mad because now you messed up the livelihood of your family.
Woman wicked enough.
Yeah.
Yo, woman wicked, I tell you.
Sir, calm down now. No matter what I do.
Yeah,
Calm down.
Yo.
Calm down.
They got that's crazy.
Now imagine the woman. Okay, our husband, and she just find out because listen, the woman says she texts the video back to him because I him say she wanted to record it.
Exactly.
So the wife find out and she hurt.
Yeah.
So what she gotta do? Expose it.
Yeah, but now this man is like out of work and all of these things,
That's
and
what
now
she wanted.
you can't. But all right, okay, you can want that, but now you have kids to take care of. All of this stuff, the stuff that you don't think about when you're upset.
Listen to me. Exactly. When women get emotional,
Yeah,
they don't think about the logic. Behind
exactly,
it.
exactly.
Okay, so
Yeah.
that's what I say. Men put a logic in a relationship.
Yeah.
Women move by emotion. So when
Definitely do.
their emotion rise up,
Yeah,
they're gonna react.
Don't
Yeah,
mess
yeah.
with us. Exactly. Be careful.
It's crazy, man. Like the man in his uniform, I can't. It's not like it's
career done.
it's not like it's leisure time.
Me never see
You
you.
know, that man, you ain't see the striped shirt.
I don't even like that chair.
No.
Yeah, you can obviously see. You obviously see.
Tracy Justin Tubbs.
Yeah. You ain't see no uniform.
I ain't see no
You ain't see
uniform.
the Jamaican police badge
Sir,
right there.
me never see that.
Come on now,
Sir.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
But it's a lot of this thing going around in this generation where everything got to be videoed, and I don't understand that.
It's this generation. Everything needs to be social media. Everyone needs to be recognized on video doing
Everyone
something
goes viral.
Yeah,
Exactly. It's the immediate recognition that they're looking for.
Yeah.
But again, I don't think it's really this generation because look at the age group that he is in. I think it was just a hurt woman.
It definitely could. It
Okay.
definitely could be.
It
Yeah, I
was
mean,
a hurt
yeah.
woman that
So what you saying,
exposed
Loki?
it.
What?
No video, it would have been all right.
No, we're not talking about the act, dog. We're not-
Listen, bro. Listen. Don't get me into that. You understand? For each his own.
Yo, we're not-
Dog, you said no
No,
video.
listen. Huh?
Everything had to be recorded.
No, but the thing about it
it's
is,
not recorded. It's not
Listen, Diamond, we're not talking about that.
I'm not talking about the act.
his lunch in peace.
I'm not talking about his. I'm not talking about his food at choice at that time. But at the same time, like it's not it didn't have to be video. If you're gonna, obviously we know people that do it. You know what I mean? And even people that's out here doing it and not telling people that they doing it.
Okay, me can't say me know people.
Come on, we know people that do
No,
it.
but I know people.
Yeah, you know people. Like, listen.
It's a lot of undercover.
Listen, some of these
undercover.
niggas out here about them eat this and eat that, they do it. It's a lot of people that don't come out there and say they don't do it. But shit, it's not my plate of food. But I'm just saying, people out here that do it and they say they don't do it. So at the same time,
Oh, those must be your other friends.
Oh yeah. The same niggas that y'all be playing sounds with. Y'all play.
them do it.
You never
I'm
know
telling
who.
you, they
You don't
do
know
it.
nobody play the food. You know?
Why? Why?
Yo, listen.
I'm in the back.
Yeah, I know you in the back. Yeah, why for that one too? Cause you can't fire for the buck. I'm talking about that. Let's channel over to Silent Ravens. Cause
Silent one.
hey, listen.
Yo,
It's the silent
you see that
one.
thing there? That thing there is this. The man should have just peer. If the man knows him I do Lou thing, peer.
Yo,
I keep it on the up and up. The man, I understand certain man now.
Steve, so what you saying, Steve?
Yo, what me say is this. If the man want keep
I'm out,
stuff,
yo. I'm out. People,
listen to me,
love
dog.
y'all, but I'm out.
Listen to me. If the man knows that him might do lose certain things,
yeah.
just keep everything on the up and up.
But listen, bro.
Nobody now exposed.
First of all,
Y'all
man.
better be careful, Lil' Kim is
First
crazy.
of all, dog.
He is crazy.
Listen, that nigga. That first of all, don't even mention that nigga name on here. So first, we not gonna even mention that person, that creature, any you know, no type
Right, the
of
swim ass
type
thing.
of vibes.
Swim
You
ass,
know what I'm saying?
Swim
I
around. The swim around.
Listen.
No, I feel it for
You see that?
Ravers.
No, I feel it for that dance group because they're not gonna. You know what I mean? They're gonna feel it for a little bit.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Correct.
And with Ding Dong being the head of that, you know, that group and being the provider for that group, it's gonna be hard because you got these corporate, you know, people that he's signed to,
Yep.
and they're scrutinized him crazy because they market to another market.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And now you got your own co-artists on the same label. You know, they got to feel it too because that's part of Ramesh business too.
Yeah.
So it's a big thing. Like this person that was, you know, somebody that was very small, you know, in that group. Now you have a big thing now that's going to affect everybody's business.
Show me your friend to tell you who you are. So
But the crazy thing about that story is,
But I can't put that on all of them. Nah, cause
listen, the crazy thing about that story is, remember, it happened like a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, and it
he
never-
leaked the
it was-
video.
it was never
Nobody
louded
was
up.
really talking about it.
Nah.
Everybody was like, okay, whatever. But when he did the live with Foota Hype,
Mm.
and Inga said, you know, he no longer in the group. That's when this whole commotion.
But I
started
really
back
didn't
again.
think I really didn't think Dung was saying like he was out the group. I think he was like
He said he's
he
no
like
longer
what
with
if he's like
Ravers.
what if he wasn't in the group? You know what I mean? That's how I think he was saying it to Foota. You know what I
Okay,
mean?
'cause he wanted the conversation
He wanted
to
to see.
stop.
He said. So what if he's not in the group? The conversation gonna stop tomorrow. And that's what he's asking Foota now.
And then Foota
And
said, so
Foota-
is he in the group?
Yeah, but that's why he answered that way. He wanted to say like, okay, so what if he's not in the group? Y'all gonna stop talking about it tomorrow?
No, because the person associated with what's the name? So
And
it's
and
gonna
that's
always
what
gonna
and
be
that's what
there.
Foota Hype
and
was
that's
saying.
that's what it is.
It's
Yeah.
a lifestyle choice. Obviously, he's obviously been living it for a long time, and he's now involved with this group. You're guilty by association. That's how it is.
Exactly.
You know, he like ding dong.
Yo, what's wrong with you? What is wrong? That's why you wanted to be off camera today, because you know we was gonna be with your little fuckery.
Ding dong.
Listen, leave the man name alone, bro. It was that man came out in like 2005. It wasn't looked at no type of way until you just said that.
Ding dong. That's one of the buttons when we try to see.
Anyone?
The red one. Yo, what is wrong with you?
Watch that.
Yo,
Yo, what is it? Listen.
Diamond cannot be in here.
Yo,
This what you did.
Listen,
This what you did.
listen.
I don't know what's
Listen,
going on.
Take that Ciroc bottle from me, because I don't understand. bro.
Hilarious.
Yeah, man. But I feel it for Ding Dong though, like, cause you know what I mean. Fuck it. No, I feel it for him, bro. Cause the thing about it is, this man worked hard to get where he was. You know what I mean?
True.
Well, you know, from Pasa days till now, right? It's a lot of work that he put in.
exactly.
From he been actually working on his craft from 15 years now.
I think he'll come out stronger. You know, it's just he's just got to know how to what would you say, market or
Market.
Yeah.
market
Yeah.
himself.
Yeah, you need a market strategy to get his thing
needs
back.
He needs
pretty
Olivia
sure
Pope.
Ramesh working,
He
okay?
needs
He working
Olivia
that
Pope
overtime.
right now.
Yeah, he definitely do. He definitely do. But the thing about it is, man, it's like how are you gonna, you know what I mean? Like when you dealing with that type of media where you're going against those type of people that I call them the alphabet people. If you're going against them, it's they don't let
They're
you go.
large.
Like they don't let it go.
They
And
need
then
to pay for
until you pay for it where it embarrasses you or embarrasses you that you don't have a audience anymore.
True.
You know what I'm saying? So
Which I think will never happen.
exactly, I feel like that man gonna stand firm, and
I'm still gonna
and
listen
he's
to
not
his
gonna
music.
exactly.
Still
I'm
gonna dance
like his
his
audience
songs.
is not about
It's
like
not that. No. So yeah, you as a Jamaican will listen to his music, but if he's trying to do crossover, this is going to taint.
it's
it
gonna
for a
it's
while.
gonna change it forever. Yeah,
you're right.
So that's that.
You're
That's
right.
the issue, and the crossover aspect of it is where they really make the money.
exactly.
That's true.
Exactly.
Right?
And if he can, and basically, he's easy to market though. He's super
So
easy to market
Yeah.
because you know what I mean. He's entertaining and he has an energy. You know what I'm saying? So he's
definitely.
You don't have to put that in him to say, all right, you got to do this, you got to do that. You just got to give him what he has to do that time, and that's what he's going to be doing. Bless. You know what I mean? So.
Whoa.
What's wrong? Well, the man can't sneeze, bro.
I'm not think a Corona thing. No.
That man said he took his shot
Yo,
already.
man, I thought you got the shot,
I
dog.
got my shot already, dog.
Oh, you took the
What
vaccine?
I took the vaccine.
What's that, a side
I'm
effect?
trying to travel. Dog.
Listen,
That ain't no
bro.
side effect, dog.
I don't.
I'm good over here.
Listen.
Which one did
Nah.
you take? Was it Pfizer? Or?
I had the Pfizer vaccine.
Okay.
Like
They said that was
niggas
very
going to the
good.
Johnson & Johnson because it's one shot.
One shot and done.
One shot.
But you have no choice.
Yeah,
It's wherever you select to go, whatever they have,
that's what it is.
that's
That's
what it
it?
is.
When they're ready, I'll hold out.
Yeah, I'm waiting out for a little bit because you know what I mean. I don't want this to be an I Am Legend moment.
Totally get it. It's your choice.
Listen,
But
listen.
I personally, I feel I need to go travel. So.
Listen, man. I just
we
know.
I'm tired. I'm tired.
I just
of
know
saying
if
no.
it becomes an I Am Legend moment where everybody start turning into little creatures, I want to be the Will Smith out of this motherfucker because I'm not
got you.
going to be anybody's guinea pig. I can't. Like, you know what I mean? I when it comes down to vaccines, I like as African Americans or black people in period, we always are skeptical because of what they have done in this country
True.
to African Americans with vaccines.
True.
So I'm very skeptical when it comes down.
But
to it.
you're born in Jamaica.
I'm born here. Actually,
Okay.
yeah, actually, I'm born
So you
here.
not got through the vaccine
I,
away in Jamaica.
I went to vaccines here also.
Okay.
But at the same time, right? It's like we knew what these vaccines were for when we were born, right? Now this vaccine that this thing just came about, 2019.
True.
Now it's a year and a half, and before they even put it out, they already said they had this vaccine already. You know what I mean? Months in. You know what I'm saying?
No, I don't. Okay. So for me personally, I look at it like this. All right. Technology has advanced over so many over the course of the years.
Yeah.
Okay. So they were able to identify the strand of disease that came out.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I can't say that they have personally cured the flu
Okay.
and all that stuff, but this is a particular strand that they were able to code and produce something that's not going to cure it, but it's going to help your body build up resistance to it.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Not to say it's going to be. They never promised that it's going to be 100%.
No, they
cured.
didn't. No.
They say that your body is going to build up resistance to it. Once this thing came out, my doctor told me just take vitamin C's and one other thing that I can't remember what the other vitamin they told me to take. Just build it up.
Yeah,
Build up your
build
system.
your immune system. Yeah, yep.
Okay, this injection that they're giving out now, that's all it's doing is helping your immune system fight against it.
Okay, to
Not
recognize it and
cure
fight against it.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
Not to cure it.
Yeah.
Altogether, but the way they're positioning it is that it's curing.
Yeah.
and that's false.
And I know that's false.
Yeah.
But the thing about it is, like any other prescription or vaccine or whatever they come out, they always have these little, take this, but you might be nauseated,
Correct.
or you might have
Correct.
headaches, and you might have this or whatever. So it's like I've been actually seeing, a couple people that take a vaccine and they die. You know what I'm saying? And it's because of they probably have underlying issues,
issue,
but they
yes.
don't. But that they don't have no knowledge about. You know what I mean? But I don't know if I got any underlying issues. I had my checkup like Christmas Eve. They said everything was fine, but I don't know. They missed something. I don't know if they missed something. You know what I'm saying?
I got what you're saying. I took the first shot already. The only thing that I got in the first shot was towards the later part of the day, my arm ache. And that's it.
And that's like another thing of the flu shot. Also, there's the same type of thing.
Exactly. The next day, I was perfectly fine.
Okay.
All right. And then the second one, I hear a lot of people say they get loopy or whatever on the with the Pfizer.
Okay.
But that's it.
Okay.
All right. So my second one is not until next week.
Okay.
And I'll let you know how I feel after that. But
well, listen.
I ain't drop out, but I'm ready to start flying.
Well, listen to me. If I ever take the vaccine, it's going to be the Johnson & Johnson, the one hitter quitter. So that's all I want. You know what I mean? I'm not going to, you know what I mean? I will wait because I'm waiting to see if anybody turn into these little Iron Legends, little creatures. You know what I'm saying?
I totally get it, man. But
I will be in this world alone.
Nah, from a job perspective, I need to start traveling.
Yeah,
Perspective,
I want to start traveling too, but at the same time, like if you forcing this down everybody's throat for travel, I don't know, man. It's like, and then you have all these neighborhoods in the United States that's giving out stuff like incentives for you to come take it. Like, why are you going to these neighborhoods and saying, all right, well, you got $50. Even chicken they offered. Even chicken they offered.
I think what this all boils down to is just poor marketing. Or how they're trying to market to the African American community. It comes down to where, they understand what they have done in the past that tainted the African American community.
Yeah.
So they're trying to incentivize them to get it. Okay. But as a whole, even if the African American community is not getting it, look at how many people has already got it. So that means it's the other culture that has got it. Okay, and they haven't passed away in mass or become zombies in masses.
Okay,
so it's the marketing aspect of how they're trying to get it across to the African American community that may look suspicious in a sense, but they're just trying to say that we are more likely to get it because of the way we act, the way we congregate. So they're trying to limit and reduce that infection number.
Okay.
So that's where I say it's just they didn't. So when they say cultural diversity, someone from an African American community was not in the room when they say, "Okay, this is how we're going to market to the African American."
But that's what I'm saying. Like in these decisions that the government make, it has to be somebody that's close to our culture. You know what I'm saying?
I 100% agree. But the problem is today.
Open the door because I don't know who that is.
Not a lot of us. Not a lot of us have educated ourselves to be a part of these cabinets to say, or we're not being selected to be a part of these cabinets to have these to be in the middle of these conversations.
Which it should be.
It seems like they're doing it to us versus we being included to say, okay, this is how.
And I think that's I think that that's a very important point where we should be actually included. Somebody that represents African Americans, Black people in a whole should be included in these decisions. When they be trying to market it to us, because even when sometimes we don't even trust ourselves.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
True. Because
But-
you may have someone from African American descent in the room,
Yeah.
but they're so far removed from
they so removed from
they're
our
just-
culture.
They're just there
Yeah.
in the skin color,
Exactly.
but they're
Not really-
part of the
Yeah.
culture.
They just getting a check.
Exactly.
You'll get that check to come out here and show your black face
Yes.
for these vaccine
That's it.
marketing.
Exactly.
So yeah, I like you know what I mean. Of course, I'm just making a joke when I talk about the I Am Legend zombie attack, but you know what I mean. I just don't want something to kind of affect my well being. You know what I mean, and I could have helped it by not taking it, but eventually we'll all come to the point where we're gonna have to take it.
We're gonna have to take
You know what I'm saying?
It may get to that point, but I think what it is they're trying to get, the United States in itself is trying to get to mass herd immunity. So X amount of people get the vaccine, X amount may not, but bring that number of infection and death down
Yeah.
to a certain point to say, okay, but whether or not the government say, okay, and it may not be only the U.S. that decide this, but it may be the World Health Organization that decide the sense that, okay, the people that got the vaccine are able to travel to another country because you're not going to reintroduce something to my country.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Versus the people that don't have the vaccine, Europe may say, I maybe want to travel to Europe and say, okay, you don't have the vaccine. You have a higher potential to introduce something into my community.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I may deny you from traveling.
Yeah.
But again, this is all speculation. It may come down to that you may have to get the vaccine.
Yeah.
Listen, when I was in Jamaica, I had to get a vaccine to come to the U.S.
Yeah.
I still have that imprint on my arm.
Exactly. She do too.
So if the U.S. says, okay, you're coming from Jamaica,
Yeah.
you needed to get all these shots up to this point.
Yeah.
What's
Gotta
stopping
take it.
any other country from doing that?
You bringing that up about the imprint that y'all got, Brett? I just got question. What kind of needle was they using? Like,
Yo, so
all the time.
all I remember is that needle was put over fire before it went into your arm.
It's
yo,
I just heard a story.
Yeah,
I heard a
that's
story
wicked.
that they
That's
use it
wicked.
to scrape the skin. I don't know. That's
so they didn't have
that's
no
just
other
what
way
I
to
heard.
sterilize it but fire.
Dog, all I remember is that needle was put over a candle. It was hot when it inserted into your
All right,
arm.
I never get down. I
Shit.
remember that.
Well,
Old as hell, huh?
Yeah, forgot.
listen. First of all, you ain't gonna put nothing in no fire and then put it in my skin. Nah. No, I ain't having that. I'm not
No,
having
I
that.
heard stories like they use the needle and like scrape the skin. That's the story I heard.
Listen, man, I
can't
know
remember,
my
but
father and my mother got
That's what
that same
they
imprint,
always-
and I'm like, dog, y'all from a same tribe or something. When I was younger,
we can identify each other. As soon as I see somebody else, I'm like, oh, from
Yeah.
the island. Yeah,
Yeah.
from the island.
yeah. Well, you know what I mean, but back then, I guess it was it was a different way of medical, procedures. So,
Correct.
every
Like I said,
year it gets better.
technology has
Definitely.
massively improved.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, you know what I mean, with the vaccine thing, it's either your choice. It's either you're going to take it or you're not going to take it. But hopefully it is good intentions and it's not, something to harm us. And, I pray that 2 years and that, from now, you don't turn to, something that, that you don't want to
Let me
see.
know when
Yo,
we get
you
that
know
second
what I mean?
shot. How we go? How you feeling
all I can
after
say
that?
is that if it happens, my kids are good. My insurance is paid up. My insurance policy is over
But
$1 million.
if you
so
turn
I'm
to
good.
one of them zombie boys, they ain't good because that's the first one y'all eating. Oh man! But on a different note, man.
Back on this eating thing.
Listen, bro. Listen, why you over there on some
in
bullshit,
the
bro?
back.
Dog,
In the back.
stop it. Talk about this eating.
Talk about the policeman alone, not about the dread. I mean, dread like he was doing something.
Well, listen, we not like. First of all, we
let
done
me bring it up.
we done this
Let me bring it
argument.
up.
We're
Bring
not
it up
going
so
there.
I
We're
can
not
stop
going
all
with the.
this.
We're not talking about the dread. We're not talking about the policeman no more. We're not
I
talking
don't
about
condemn
any
nobody that do it,
rum and
okay?
reason,
I
nothing
don't
like that.
condemn nobody that do it.
We're not talking anyway. And other
Hello,
news.
condemn-
Mr. Officer.
You wouldn't condemn it.
Listen, other
Y'all would
seriously. On another note, though, we lost
Oh my
a
God.
great a great entertainer, a great artist over potential. What do you mean?
Which artist you talking about?
I'm talking about Bunny Wheeler.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Father God.
No, I'm not. Not talking about. We ain't get there yet. But why would I put this big old intro for that? Come on, man.
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Come on now. No. I know we didn't talk about it, but I just thought of it, and now we're putting out Bunny.
I got you.
We lost one of the last survivor of the the Whalers, and he was 73 years old, and he did have some, medical, things that he recovered from a stroke and all of that.
Yeah.
So a couple years ago. So it's sad to see him, go. That's part of our, culture,
history.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
it's unfortunate that even that situation, that his wife is still missing.
I think he died of a broken heart.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's really what I think.
she missing.
Yeah.
You didn't know that, Logie?
No, I didn't know. No, I didn't know that. She's missing.
She was missing before he passed away.
Before he passed.
Oh my
I really
God.
feel like he died of a broken heart.
Yeah, I would
I
have
really
to agree.
do. Yeah.
I have to agree with that.
Wow,
Definitely.
I didn't know that. I really didn't know that. That's
They
news
put
to me.
out what was the price? I think it was like
right? Something
yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, I think it was like $1 million. I think I have to look it up, but yeah, they put
Was she
one out.
ill also?
I don't know the
didn't
circumstances
say.
behind it, but all I know is that
She was just missing.
Because things like that. Because my grandmother, before she died, God rest her soul, she had dementia, and with her dementia, she used to leave the house and not saying that she just sneak out the house and just go. Actually, my living grandma right now, she actually have dementia also, and she did the same thing a couple times where we
I
walk
thought I
out the
was gonna
house
die that day.
barefoot in the winter, cold. You know what I mean? And it's just like they just don't know where they are and none of that. And
No,
they
it's a
just,
sad situation. I get what you're saying, and this is where it goes back to it takes a village.
yeah,
Okay,
he definitely
because back in the day, something like that happened. Somebody in the community would know,
and they would see her and see her.
That's
Yeah,
true.
yeah.
That is true.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
in Jamaica, for her to just end up missing and nobody knows, that doesn't sit right with me.
Yeah,
It doesn't sit right.
It's because somebody would know her. You know what I mean? Because everybody, like, I'm talking about the Jamaica back in the day.
Yeah.
But back in the day, like, you see somebody in the area walking somewhere or don't look all together, we will actually come over and say, what's going on, or such and
find out
such,
which
and
family.
which family it is, or you probably already know which family it is, and
shouldn't even be
exactly.
Exactly.
They were like, "Yo, we're gonna lead you back. We're gonna lead you back home."
Correct.
But
Yeah.
these kids that's in these areas or whatever, they probably don't take no mind to it. They just see like it's a little, she just taking a walk.
The generation is wicked, dog.
Yeah.
I tell you.
And it's just unfortunate. I really didn't know that.
Vipers.
I really didn't know that. So now I felt like it was, he died because of complications with his health or whatever. But
yeah.
it looked like he could have
Yeah.
died
That could
with a broken
exacerbate.
heart.
Yeah,
That
when I
could have
heard this
increased
story.
it faster,
Exactly.
very fast.
Exactly.
Because that's the person that you can confide in. And I know Bunny wasn't talking either because of his stroke issues, but having that person that you've been married to for years around
Just
and you've
disappeared
seen
just
them
like
and now they gone, you don't have no reason to live.
Correct.
You don't have no reason to live, because right now, boy, I like if Marsha with a gun and I don't know where she at, man, shit, it'd be my kids that I have to live
Sure you're
for.
not cashing in the insurance and then buy some dubs.
Listen, first of all,
You know, say, yeah, we-
yo, that's some wicked shit right there. I was about to say, listen, that's some Caucasian people, dog. They be them people wicked, dog. Listen, you see Caucasian people, dog, they'll kill their wife, kill their husband.
Yo.
And be on the search party, Joey, and Joey buried downstairs. You know what I'm saying? Nah, but like, listen, man. It when it comes down to your spouse, man, it's a different feeling.
No,
like,
I get you.
It's a different feeling. Like I know if I was in Bunny's situation, of course I would have just said, "Fuck it," you know what I mean? Done it with it.
Yep.
You know what I mean? You don't really have nothing to live for at that point. So, but I just want to, remember that, Bunny was a great artist, a legendary artist.
It was the last of the Wailers, right?
The last of the Wailers. Yeah, last of the Wailers.
Yeah.
So, we definitely just, appreciate his works and, his performances that he, we will always see and remember. All the songs that he left for us. So, I just want to, big up to Bunny and his family, and our condolences goes out to you guys. You know what I'm saying? So
Definitely agree.
Because we got a lot of these artists. Like I said this before, man. It's a lot of these artists that go without recognition and go without a little praises or giving their roses or whatever to them.
Yeah.
And again, you got to big up to Irish and Chin also. Irish and Chin
Always putting in that work.
they always putting in the work and always putting the waving that flag for artists that gave their life to the music. And
I think the Irish and Chin are setting the standard that we should, as a community,
Exactly.
start, acknowledging our elders and acknowledging what they have put forth.
Of
in
course.
this business that we enjoy so much.
Yeah, and the thing about it is, man, it's like you got even our 90s artists right now. Even though some of them are in the business right now, they still not giving the respect that they do.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Like you look at Beanie and Bunty or whatever, and you see them as the giants that was from the 90s to now, and now you see these young artists, they're willing to disrespect these artists over just some little fame, or they feel like they got the right to do it because they in the same business.
This generation grew differently, dog. I
Yeah,
just
yeah.
don't get it. And I think it's just we strayed away from the foundation that built this music.
Yeah.
And because of that, these artists come up and think that they're already giants in this business.
Yeah,
Exactly.
And because of that, they disrespect the foundation. And it's a sad state.
It
It's
is.
a sad
It
state
is.
we're
And
in.
and that's why I don't know the direction that reggae and dancehall is going to take now. Like I don't know.
We're in a
what-
standstill right now.
I like
You got
It's
so
not-
many young artists that feel like, what did they do for me?
Exactly. Yeah. It's a lot of them that feel that way.
I trying to throw it out there. Like,
Yeah.
I get
like
that.
why? Like,
I get
all
that.
right, you big, but you ain't do nothing for me.
But
Yeah.
How about when I was around here, trying to let you hear my song, trying to let you, and then you was like,
So-
whatever.
Yeah.
Like, so
It's-
now I'm hot. Like, why? Who are you now?
Exactly.
Nah,
I
I
understand that.
That's how young people think nowadays.
Yeah,
That's
but
how
at
I
the same
think.
at the same time though, you still have, even though you might get shunned or whatever,
Yo,
you
man,
still
respect
like
is
it's
given.
the
If you
business.
give me respect, I'm gonna give it to you.
I
So
understand
you can't
that.
say
I
have to.
No. I'm listen to listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying, right? Listen to what I'm saying, right? Like I'm gonna use an example. Wait, let's say with you and me, right?
Yeah.
When I was coming up as a selector, and I was playing Bozak sound at the time,
Yeah.
and I felt the same way as these young kids. You know what I'm saying? I felt that I should be going and playing these parties because I'm on this sound right away. That's how I felt. And I didn't have no experience, nothing like that. I didn't have no type of, type of teaching of being a selector. I'm teaching myself.
Yeah.
So in that time period, I go, linked up with Diamond, you know what I mean? Cause he always was, giving me advice about stuff. Now I was,
Which is rare.
which is very rare in that business. You know what I'm saying? So came around Diamond now, and then he start, telling me what I already knew music, but the mixing part was my thing. Now he taught me all of that stuff, how to mix, how to entertain a crowd. Sugar was one of the people that was in the club with me. I watched him and I started doing the early warms until Sugar get on the mic and we just rocking together. You know what I'm saying? So at that point now, I look at him as, as a mentor that I respect him, but I didn't never lose respect for Bozak because he came before me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't lose no respect for One Love because they came before me. And One Love is actually my family, and he didn't want me on this sound at the time.
No,
I was
that's
60.
not what I'm saying.
And I mean, and it was no shun to him, you know what I mean? Because I was a younger youth, but he didn't look into the future and say, look, you know, you're gonna be the future. You know what I'm saying? I could have gave him less respect off of that.
The thing is this, though, even in that scenario, is I didn't make it, so why should I even think about the future of giving it somebody else to make it? I think, you know, and I know that's not what you're alluding to, but it's, you look at it like this: how is the dancehall community or the reggae community in Jamaica? How do they handle mentoring of new talent? Okay, right now there is this generation has they need the immediate effect of being successful. So when this system entirely changed to where you no longer need to go to an established studio. I could just pick up these equipment and
drive around with it.
And start recording myself and putting it out there. And getting a few and just start marketing myself.
Okay,
Well, they're not marketing it effectively, but they're marketing somehow, so they're getting listens. Okay, and money is flowing to me. I consider I'm successful in my community.
Exactly.
Okay, but it's not sustainable. In that sense. But there's no foundation for them. Okay, back in the day, they used to go to a specific studio, sit in the yard, wait for the bigger artists. Them, you know, the artists who would someone would hit them under their wings.
That's what I'm saying. Like, did the older artists them feel like what the hell? Forget that little you. Like, I had to do this. I had to do that. And because he picked up his little his Pro Tools, bought his Pro Tools, got his laptop, bought a mic in his room, made a hit song, hit it, he good, and then the older ones hating on him.
Correct.
And then when he don't get shown a respect for them,
they're not.
It goes back to what you were saying earlier, like why they don't give respect to the older artists, because they're like, nigga.
I can understand that point too.
He started
I can understand that point too.
I don't care anymore.
They deviated from how the foundation was. You know, you used to one day go into a studio and hope one of these big artists will take you under their wings. Okay, and because of that, you know, it's not happening today. Okay, but I blame it on the older artists. They got to take some blame for it. They got to take some blame for it, because some of these artists, even the older, they were successful,
and now they're haters.
Well, that too, but
you got some in
their heads.
They definitely do.
In their heads is that I still need to get to that pinnacle of my career. When the career is already past you, you need to start looking for someone else.
That's
to bring up under your wings. That's why I respect Bone Tequila. How many people he has
he busts a whole slew of people.
Okay,
you know
so
what I mean?
he has put, and they now need to. I think people, and it happens in business all the time. You have these managers in business that think, I don't need you. I have someone good on my team, okay, but I'm not gonna push that person that's good on my team to go out and take a better job.
Because you don't want them to leave you.
Exactly.
You need them to be doing your job.
They need to change that mindset to say, okay, if I get this person out there, that's now an alliance
to
that
me.
I have out there.
Exactly.
Okay, and the more you push them out there, you have multiple alliances to bring you up to further in the organization.
Exactly.
And these artists don't think that way. Okay, I need to be on top. I need to shine. Okay,
exactly.
So they don't take the back seat and sometime and start pushing their artists out there.
That's definitely true.
That's what's breaking this business.
That's true. That's true. And I think that this business definitely need a lot of bridges. You know what I'm saying? And that's, you know what I mean? I consider the Diamond, you know, was one of my, you know, my bridge that I can just say, all right, well, you know, I can do this. You know what I'm saying? I just needed some confidence. I just needed some help with, you know, putting things together in the right way and actually thinking about things in the right way.
And that's why I have to. I'm going to big up your next guest. I won't even mention the name, but I'm going to big up the next guest because he sit down and not sit down, but he will give me some tips on certain things as I move the sound. And I also respect one of the Jersey best promoters. She will actually give me some tips as far as to market the sound and how to move the sound. I'm going to big those two up, but I'm not going to call their name on your show.
Okay. Because one of them is actually on their way, but the other one that you're saying, I definitely want to get an interview with her also. So that's going to be I would love to to get Jersey on a whole, this a recorded history. You know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to get people to learn about this little state because we produce a lot of people that make a difference in this industry.
I think a mindset needs to change in Jersey in the sense that everyone look at Jersey as being North Jersey and not realize that there's Central, South, and how effective Central and South has been.
Yeah, of course.
And each section of Jersey has their own history. This dancehall thing, but no one recognize the different section, but everything is North Jersey, and that's not Jersey.
The thing about it is with North Jersey, I feel like they was in their own world. You know what I'm saying? They was in their own world, and they felt like that was the Mecca for Jersey.
Yeah,
and be all true, and a lot of things was going on up there more than down here because they're close.
I wouldn't even say more than. I just think a lot of stuff went on up there, but there was a lot of stuff that went on down here.
Of course. I'm not saying that we didn't have events and we didn't have artists that passed through and all of that. Yeah. But I think that when it comes down to the kind of like the what I'm looking for, not the clashing, because back in the day it wasn't really like a big clashing thing, but it's just saying like they had they were closer to New York, so it was a lot of
I was just gonna say the same thing because they're closer to New York.
Yeah, they're right there. Because so now
it's easy for them to be in the conversation.
Like now you got the New York heads. Like they remember them dances because they right cross the bridge.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Instead of they coming to Trenton or coming to Plainsfield or coming to all these.
It's the country, yo.
Yeah, it's the country.
Exactly.
We're just the country.
In the country.
Hey, listen, man. It's Jersey to me, and I feel like Trenton as a whole, as little as we are. We have a lot of talent in this little city.
It's a bad man place,
and it is a bad man place for real. But at the same time, it's a lot of things that productive we did.
You know how many people run away from New York and come down here?
Exactly,
a bad man place.
Yeah, exactly. But it gets to the point where this little violence shit is redundant. Where it comes down to where these kids are just doing things just for clout.
I get it. So I get what you're saying. But as far as the Jamaican community, it ain't there.
No.
Okay.
When
I've been in Trenton.
Now you're gonna put me back in this instance. I see where you're going.
Like this. I was here in Trenton when the Jamaican brought the guns down here. They're the one that gave the Yankee them the guns.
Listen, man, okay? I don't want to be a part of this conversation right where I don't know where it's going. Hey,
but nowadays it's not even like that for the Jamaicans. We aren't warring with each other.
Listen, like Jamaicans right now, I feel like we are at the most peaceful we ever been.
Correct.
In this city,
yes.
In this city, we've been the most peaceful right now because I remember because of COVID.
That's it.
Yo, no. Listen now. But that's to show you though. That's to show you it's not really an issue.
Nah,
we don't have an issue with each other. You understand what I'm saying? It's
When it
not
comes
a
to
really
party, though.
Yeah, when it comes to a party now, it's all about the face value. It's all about face value. Like we don't have an issue with somebody. Like I may have issues with people that are, you know, that we just cross paths and we just didn't, you know, was cool with each other for whatever reason. And now when I see them or whatever, it's like, you know, we don't really like each other, but you know what I mean?
It's cordial.
It's cordial. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not, it's not like I'm being no fake. Like, this nigga gonna finish it anyway. This nigga gonna finish it. This nigga,
Look at his face.
yo, you see how the whole time he over there, he ain't saying a word. He just basing, Yo, I can't believe you finished the rest of the cut. That's all right, dog. This nigga over here crazy.
So what was you saying?
Now we about to beef over Ciroc.
I can't wait.
So anyway, like, you know what I mean? I feel like, you know, these kids out here, like these kids of our culture now, they're not focused on the war thing. I feel they focusing on just trying to be that face, that person that's going to be number one in whatever they want to do.
True.
You know what I'm saying? You got these little selectors coming up, and I embrace all of these little selectors that's coming up because I remember being that young selector. And you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Now I embrace them, but that's what really brought me back in here because I was out of the game for a while.
Yeah.
And I think I was the decision that I made. I was actually in Japan one year, and I'm sitting down and I'm looking through Facebook, and I'm seeing all these younger selectors' name being called, and my sound name not being called.
Yeah.
You know, I'm gonna rep my sound.
Talking about dog.
He said I was holding that.
Yo, I saw the amount of disrespect from my sound.
Yeah.
Don't give it to me like that, dog. We talked about this.
Nah, we still
talked about it.
Say it the right way, man.
He said say it the right way.
Yo,
So all right, so Diamond, how would you say it? How would you say it then?
Nah, the dog seen that I was doing my thing, right?
Yeah.
Had things popping off.
Yeah.
Then he listened. He was in Japan.
Yeah.
He got a whiff of this Sound Clash cassette, and he like, yo,
Dog,
we need to do this.
Yeah.
I need to hear Diamond version. Hold on.
Yeah.
And then we start talking, and he was like, yo, man, we need to start voicing dubs. Like,
Yeah.
I'm back in it. What's up?
Okay.
I'm like, cool.
Yeah.
The hottest song right now is DeMarco.
Okay.
So the
Okay.
nigga just sitting for two DeMarco.
Oh,
And
shit.
from that's where it
That's
started.
what it is. Okay. All right.
Dog, be serious, man. we
acting like people was running over the sound.
No,
wasn't running over this show. Don't do
I'm
that.
not saying that. I'm not saying
This
that,
thing on
dog.
Smash, yo.
Dog,
I had a whole
dog,
team.
Don't even say that. Don't even say that.
Listen.
The whole team.
Don't say that.
Of course.
I'm trying to think. It was just you and Sugar when it died.
Yeah, sure. Remember we had
Nah, it was Prento, and then you had Indian.
Everybody.
They had the team. They had the
Thing
team
was
together,
going
but I
already.
Yeah.
Juggling.
The juggling, yeah.
Juggling.
Yeah, that's
From a-
juggling.
All right, so let me correct myself.
All right.
Please.
From a marketing perspective,
No. Apologize.
yo, from a marketing perspective, the sound
Yeah.
to me wasn't popping.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so and then when I came through and had the conversation with my brother,
Yeah.
to me, it was in disorganized. It wasn't organized.
Okay.
All right, and to me, a lot of the younger selectors, what's that sound name that was running off his mouth a lot?
He's not here today. Who?
True. He's not here, but
He said he's not here.
Anyway, I don't even know who this
I want to know the sound.
what's
I'm
the sound?
thinking.
I have no
Light
idea.
skinned dude.
A whole bunch of light skinned
Nah.
towns.
You talking about Element?
Element.
Oh, you talking about King Solis?
Yeah,
That's King
Solis.
Solis.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Big up Swami, King Solis.
No, big up the Swami and King Solis and all
No,
that.
I'm not saying that, but that's what draw me back into.
But that's Element. That's Element. That's
Do a
Element.
lot of talking.
That's
That
Element.
sound hotter than what I had out there.
Hell no.
Listen to me.
Hell no.
But
Exactly.
what I'm
Steve was
saying,
in Japan.
from a
know
marketing
what was going
perspective,
on.
from a marketer's perspective,
Uh-huh.
dog was running off his mouth.
Yeah, he was.
Okay,
But he does that. That's Element.
Nah, but I didn't know that. I'm out of the game. Dog. I'm out of the game.
Yeah,
Ain't
true.
nobody disrespecting my sound.
Exactly, yeah.
You didn't call me. I called you.
I had it handle.
Dog, I
Yeah.
called you.
Listen,
Because I
didn't
like what I saw.
I didn't
Listen.
say, yo, man, this
Volume
nigga
one.
didn't got
Dog,
the thing on
I didn't
smash.
like
it's a volume
what I
one
saw.
war out here.
Man said it was like this.
I didn't like what I saw. So I'm like, yo, this can't
Basically,
be
somebody
yo.
introduced him to Facebook.
Somebody
I didn't like what,
Yo,
I didn't like what I saw. So I was like, yo, what's
listen.
up? What we dealing with?
Yeah,
And then we decided, okay, we had what, 3 sounds to decide
Yeah,
on.
3 sounds. We're not gonna say their name.
Nah,
Three
we didn't say it.
sounds.
We had
Yeah.
3 sounds to decide on what we want to move forward with.
okay,
We
okay.
chose our original sound
Yeah.
that we've always been playing.
Yeah,
So we said, all right, boom, let's move forward.
yeah.
And that's how it is.
And
Exactly.
again, the first dub plate was
DeMarco.
Yeah.
And then we got
Sizzler.
Roops up with the sizzler.
We thought we got ropes up with the sizzler.
We thought we got roops up with the sizzler.
got some sizzler, but then you know sizzler.
Yeah, because he
doing
changed his
songs
tone.
then-
His tone now.
You know what I
He
mean?
changed his
He's doing
tone.
this thing with all these ad-libs.
Yeah, he changed his
You know what I
tone
mean?
now.
I'm like, yo, what the fuck is
Yo,
this?
like, yo, what the fuck?
Yo, that's funny.
But then we got it straightened out. We got the direct link after that. Big up Bread Back and
But
all.
those sizzlers
Yeah.
wasn't fake. They was
They
real.
weren't.
Yeah,
But-
yeah, I know.
But we just
But
didn't know he
his
switched up
his
so-
ad libs was different. That's
yeah,
all it
yeah,
was.
it was different.
Yeah. But you know, I would say now we got on the sound conversation. Like
Y'all too
with-
funny. Like y'all two together. is
that's
funny.
actually how they
Yeah.
communicate in real life. That's like a real life conversation.
my brother.
Yeah.
That's my
That's how
brother
we
right
do
there.
things. You feel me?
So like last week we got a lot of Diamond's history in the 90s. And we want to hear about your history in the 90s also. What sounds were you playing? I know that you and Diamond was like together for a while, playing music, but
I was a box boy. I carried his box.
Is-
So-
you carried Diamond box.
At least he admitted.
Listen.
I every DJ admitted. At least
Listen.
he admitted.
Yeah, I was carrying a box for Volume 1 time, and I said, "Nah, I quit."
Yo,
That was
trust me.
that was one of the Philly days.
You ain't carry no box like I carried a box. Yo, the
Diamond like
record
doing
box,
that.
the
Trunk, record trunk.
trunk.
Not box,
Oh.
trunk.
The trunk.
Trunk. Dog,
Nah.
it ain't like modern day trunk. This was 2x4 put together.
Damn,
Big
nah.
up Power Stone. Anyway,
Yeah, yeah,
Remember Power Stone?
yeah. Power Stone.
Power Stone
Used
did
to
that
carry
shit up by
that.
itself.
Yo, man, I tell you,
That's crazy.
Those days, man. I'm telling
Yeah,
you.
I'm glad I got into the age where into that era where I had to walk with my CD pouch. You know what I'm saying? Because that lifting up
Yo.
records
Yo,
now.
They look like a carry-on.
Yeah.
record
As a
trunks.
thing.
Yeah,
We went to a war down in Cape May.
Cape May.
Violent.
Vineland.
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 Yeah.
And we lost that war. Now we weren't playing. We were just box boys. That
Oh, okay. What sound was this for?
day. Gold.
Black Gold.
Black Gold. Okay.
Big up Color Shine.
Color Shine. He
Yo.
has a sound now named Metro Love.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
First
Big up
guy
Color
could
Shine.
actually say like murdered me, like killed me.
Yo, that was a long
I'll
ride
never
back.
forget that.
That was
said
a
I'll never
long,
forget that.
He
That was a
he
long
playing-
ride
I
back.
ain't never seen no shit like that.
Yo.
We walked up in there and he had a big old sound, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Big
Crown.
sound.
Yeah.
Just
And,
crown after crown after
We had
crown.
like
Damn.
one little QSC amp my dad had, a 1500. Man had a mad crown, and not even that, Steve. It was the dubs. Like
Oh yeah.
the man had a table and it's full of dubs.
Oh shit.
And when we walked in the building, there was a sound system playing.
Yeah.
So we like, all right, that don't sound too bad. 'Cause remember back then you had to bring your own sound.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So we brought our sound. We're like, all right, that don't sound too bad. We got this.
Yeah.
Then he turned that shit off and turned
Turn
on
on
the
the
real
big
sound.
sound.
I was like, oh shit. So he turned on a whole nother sound. I'm like, oh shit. And the thing was beating. And then he had mad dubs and
Yo.
he did. And the nigga
Yeah.
just looked at me one of the times and
Yo,
he was like, this
the
is
wake
like
up-
taking candy from
From
a
a
baby.
baby.
Oh my god!
Yo, big
Oh
up
my
Color
God.
Shine. Metro Love Sound. I think he lives in
Dog.
upstate New York. I think he
Yeah.
I'm not sure, but
Upstate,
Metro Love Sound.
Metro Love.
Big him up.
Yo,
Color Shine.
the way the dog talk on the mic is like it was eating the mic the whole night. dog.
Yeah.
He gave it to
voice,
us.
yo. The man said, "This
He
is
gave
like
it to us that
taking
night.
candy from a baby." What? Oh God.
Yo, that was a
Yeah.
long ride back home,
See?
dog.
So
can only
big up to that
imagine.
story because you never hear some man tell a story how they got
Exactly.
killed, when they got killed, none of that.
That was the first.
Yo,
We're dead.
Yeah.
Dead.
Dead like dog.
Yeah.
Listen,
Oh, God.
and we didn't play the sound that night. We just brought the sound in.
The real selector for the sound at the time was Maggie, and me and Steve, we was there all night, like overnight.
Yeah,
Don't forget hype. Mark.
Yeah, Mark
was there.
Crazy Hype. We was there, but Maggie was like the main feature for the sound, to
Okay.
play my father's sound, which
Okay.
is Volume 1.
Yeah.
And yeah, we lost, man.
Yeah, we got.
I felt bad, man. My mom was in that dance. I was like, she like, hush.
Don't
Yo, that
Yeah.
truck ride was the worst coming back.
I know,
that night, man.
I know your dad was cussing them niggas.
My dad, the thing with my dad is like when he hooked up the sound,
Yeah.
he was already drinking from home because
Yeah.
we said we're gonna go mash up a sound. So it's like he
Oh,
was
okay.
drinking and he hooked up the sound, and I think like he put the tweeter amp on the mid range amp, the mid-range amp on the tweeter, and stuff lit and everything. So that's the day that I learned that day after is the day I learned how to hook up a sound.
Okay.
But once we got the sound back home,
Yeah.
and me and Crazy Hype he helped me put everything in. Steve helped, but then Steve left. Hype stayed at the house. Yeah, Steve had to go recover.
Took it hard. Took it hard that
So when the
night.
sound got back in the basement, me and Crazy Hype put the sound up.
Yeah.
And we traced the wires, and that's when I learned how to hook up the sound.
Okay.
I said, my dad can't do this no more. I gotta hook this thing up myself. I mean, call Steve over the next day, like, yo, come listen to this.
Yeah,
I did
yeah.
this. And we put it together, and then that was
Yeah.
but that's
Yo,
when I
his
learned.
dad-
That's when I
his
felt
dad-
in love with hooking up sound.
Yo, but your
systems.
dad
Yeah.
was the way he used to hook up the sound. He used to hook the sound, and he'd be staying back in the party, the back of the party, and he'd hit me. Something not sound right. That man would walk up all the way from the back.
one
Yeah.
Touch one little thing,
I
and
say, you hear it now?
you hear it.
Yo. Big up the father Willie.
That's so funny.
It's a lot of pleasure in hooking up sound systems.
Yeah, like I
You ever
never.
string up a sound
Yeah.
and like string up a sound and tune it.
Yeah.
You know, you gotta back up and look at the speakers. and,
Exactly. Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
Go
Yeah.
back and touch something. And go
To
back.
me?
That's the best feeling.
Yo, to me, I grab the mic. That's it. I
Yeah.
ain't touching nothing else.
Exactly. Like, you know what I mean? I like, you know, in my age right now where you know what I mean, we just hit up a controller and 2 monitor box and we just good or whatever. That's the, you know what I mean? But I always used to see, you know what I mean, people, you know, back in the 90s hooking up a sound. I'm like, yo, that's look like a lot of work and a lot of wires, a lot of shit that I don't know what to
just
touch.
heavy lifting.
You know what I
Heavy
mean?
lifting.
too
I ain't get
much.
involved with the hooking up the sound. Listen, to me was as long as the mic was good,
Yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah.
All right. So I remember me and my brother for a long time. We locked Trent.
Yeah.
No
Yeah.
matter, we could just going out to enjoy ourselves, and people are like, "You guys playing tonight?"
Yeah. Yeah.
We'd have to run back home, go get the record box to come back because the party wasn't hitting.
Exactly.
Steve had an Escort, Ford Escort.
Oh.
Now look
Oh
all
man.
the young people.
It was it a 2-door or 4-door?
2-door.
Oh, you had a kid and play joint.
Ford Escort
Yo,
with no radio.
No, AM
Yeah.
FM radio. AM
Yeah, but
FM
I'm saying
only.
I had to bring
no
my
cassette.
And if
No
anybody
cassette.
know
Yeah.
about the Panasonic radios, boom
Yes, 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 yes.
We
Yeah.
had them D batteries on lock.
On lock,
Put them in
on
the middle
lock.
console, and we playing our music. And
Yeah.
we put all the record chunks in the back.
Until I got that converter that put into
The tape thing.
The tape
into the
thing,
no
yeah.
not the tape thing, the converter that went into the lighter that powered the radio.
Oh, he go weed.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's a contraption I ain't heard in a long time, bro.
Oh God.
We
God.
And then my boy Steve, you know him with his money game. He stepped it up, got the white Maxima.
Oh, you got the white Maxima. Yo, the Maximas back then was like having a Benz, bro. Yo, Maximas in that time,
no, but
dog.
the Ford took us everywhere.
Nah, it took us everywhere.
Yeah,
Yo,
yeah.
Back there, Plainsville, New Brunswick.
Everywhere, dog. New York, Bronx.
You took that.
Everywhere.
You took that bitch to
Of
New York.
course.
God damn.
That car's still running
We talk
today.
about.
You're a liar.
We talk about record Saturdays.
Yeah.
Saturdays we'll hit the Bronx. We go to Brooklyn. Make sure we got our tapes.
Yeah.
And get it back and drive back down. It's worse if we had a party.
Yeah.
Dog, we'll be in Plainfields at the Tommy Hilfiger outlet.
Yeah.
I was trying to get the outfit for the dance.
Fresh to death. And then we hit New Brunswick because there was a record shop in New Brunswick.
Yeah.
Pick up and came back to Trenton.
Oh,
Dog.
Wow.
big up the great escort, yo.
Yo,
Yo.
we gotta pick that up. That's foundation, dog. That's
Man,
foundation.
that shit dead, nigga. Rest in peace, nigga. Yo, but that's what I like about the '90s stories, man. You actually like I can picture everything that y'all guys are talking about and visualize that little commitment that y'all put in. I feel like it'll be less selectors if we had to do that right now.
Yeah,
It'd be less selectors if we had to do that.
100%
It would be a lot of
If we
work.
talk about that, people gonna hate us right now.
It can't like it is what it is
Yo.
because that's the truth. Like
It's a
who
lot of
would
work.
put they weekends to do what y'all did? You know what I mean? That dedication.
That was the love.
You know what I mean?
That was the love.
And that's what I'm saying. It's the love of this music, is the love of this industry where you can
of the
put that
culture.
time, love of your culture, that you
Yeah.
can put that time and that effort to do what you're doing. Even if you you about to break down with this motherfucking car, you gonna say,
Yo.
well, at least I got my records.
Diamond, that car never failed us once.
Nah.
That car never failed us
Listen,
once.
you always got a nice beauty, man. I used to have a 1989 Acura Legend before I crashed it in high school.
Yo, what year was that car?
He was in love with that
What year
legend.
was that escort?
Yes,
So that was a hand me down from my parents. They had bought it.
me
new.
too, man.
So I would say it had to have been 95.
Nah, man.
Nah, he had to be.
Before
He
that.
had to
No,
be
so
before that.
Come on, it had to be older because
It had to be older.
We
Okay,
just
hold
started
on.
rolling.
I got here.
Ford
Oh,
Escort.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I got here. I came to the U.S. in '85. So it would have been probably about '89.
80s.
Yeah.
See, I had an '89 Acura
And those are
Legend
small.
and crashed
Huh?
that bitch.
Oh, that was small.
Yeah, it was small.
And this dude,
It was just me and Sniper.
it was me and him.
Unless we had, you know, two people.
And they were much smaller than they was this.
Yo, you remember
rolling.
on the Parkway debating about who sound bigger? I think we were listening to the Jaro and Bass Odyssey clash, or it was either the Jaro or the Addies clash.
Yeah.
We went on both sections of that clash and coming back home, and the Parkway was
Fresh-
smashed.
had to put the
we just
fresh
parking,
deep batteries.
stop and go, stop and
I'm
go.
talking about a radio. The
Yo. That's crazy.
Yo.
That's some love and dedication.
It was fun
Nothing.
for real. Yo, it was
Love.
fun to us. We bleach.
Yeah.
Dog, we bleach. We
go to
came
sleep.
home and we went to a party.
Yeah. See, my story is different, yeah, and it's boring. Those are some exciting stuff because if I talk about my story, it's nothing more than downloading shit and burning CDs. You know what I mean? So when it come down to '90s selectors, that's why I have respect for all of the 90s selectors because y'all really put that work in to get y'all craft right and make sure that y'all got the best records or anything that that to make y'all stand out. So I mean,
Yeah,
big up.
from me and Diamond linked, I wouldn't do anything without him.
Okay.
And you could talk to Father Woolley. Father Woolley would say to me, "Yo, you're the only youth I would let my son go out with."
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause remember I'm younger than Steve, man.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
okay.
couldn't go nowhere. Like Steve came around, my dad just allowed me to go anywhere.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, we go any party, anywhere.
Yeah.
Anywhere.
That's what's
Good.
up.
So
Even to borrow the car. He like,
yeah,
yo,
yeah.
man,
Dad
yo,
would just say, "Yo, take the Sterling," and Sterling back then was an upgrade to the.
Oh yeah.
school.
Listen, man. Listen, like so. What other than Volume 1? What was the other sounds that you played? Because I know you played some other sounds
So
also.
I had my own sound. It was
Black Star.
Black Star, and then I took my college refund and start buying dubs. From Black.
Well, that was resourceful.
Yeah, he bought 2 Baby Shem, And two Luciano.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep. Yo,
Okay.
you couldn't tell us nothing, dog. We could kill anything.
With them 3 dubs.
Seriously.
Yo.
Yo, we'd write off anything with those 2 dubs.
Yeah.
And then from there, it was, Volume 1?
Nah, 'cause remember my dad said he didn't want his sound to be bigger
he
than
did.
what
Yeah.
it was.
Yeah, he did say that.
So when
and-
once you start coming around, you start playing. It's like, yo, was it Brick Force? I think, if I'm not mistaken.
yeah, I think it was
Yeah,
Brick
Brick Force after?
Brick Force,
Okay.
yeah.
Was it Brick Force?
Oh,
Hold on. Nah, I don't think it was Brick Force until after Snow White, dog.
so you played Snow White first. You played Snow White also.
Nah, it was Snow White, dog.
No, we couldn't. It had to be Brick Force.
No, it was Brick
Crazy.
Force. It was Brick Force.
Have
it was
to be Brick Force
Yeah.
first.
It
'Cause
was
Brick Force for a while.
Okay.
Yeah.
From Volume 1, because remember I started.
Oh, that's when
Remember I
you
said-
said last week
I
you
started
left from
playing
Volume 1 because
Brick Force.
to
Yeah.
Brick Force
Yeah,
because
Steve
you
came
start
around,
cutting.
We start.
Yeah.
Me and Steve start. I told Steve, Brick Force. That's
Yeah,
what it
yeah,
is.
yeah,
yeah.
Because my dad don't want the sound big.
Move anymore.
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Steve, I don't think Steve was 100
I wasn't
percent
100 with Brick Force.
committed
Okay.
to Brick Force.
That's why I started
Because
cutting my
Steve,
stuff.
Okay.
as he is now, as y'all can see,
He
he's
like-
always like a business type.
Yeah,
person.
yeah.
And like I don't think he agreed with a lot of the things that's going on.
Nah,
with Brick
I
Force.
Okay.
just,
Yeah,
I was around
So-
Brick Force because of him. That's
Because of
100%.
me, he just.
That
If
was-
I'm playing, he
Nah, I'm
around.
dead serious.
Nah,
100%.
ain't no hide and go around the thing.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
playing Brick Force. Cause
Yeah.
me and Brick Force cool. I'm gonna play it.
Yeah.
I seen whatever. So then, that's when he start linking up with Snow White.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
okay.
he was doing like Snow White, and I'm doing Brick Force.
Yeah.
When Brick Force had a date, but then if Snow White had a date and Brick Force didn't, I'm like, I'm
Oh,
hanging
Vince
out
is
with
not
Steve
right.
'cause
Yeah.
I'm with Steve. you
Yeah,
know what I mean?
yeah.
And then it just left because Brick Force took a break. So then I'm like, all right, I'm just
He was
hanging
he
with
came
Steve
me.
going on Snow White.
Yeah.
And the only reason I even got involved with Snow White is I went to was at Trenton State College.
Okay.
And Roland's sister was in my class in my year up there, and they were having a party at Ryder, and I went over to Ryder, and that's where I met Nati, Kapadi, and Roland over there.
Okay.
And then linked up with Nati, and Nati said, "Yo, he wants." I think Kapadi and Roland was looking to venture out somewhere else.
Okay.
And they were looking for an MC. So Nati reached out to me, and I'm like, all right, bet.
Okay.
But I didn't make a decision until I checked with this dude. I checked my brother. I'm like, yo, I'm not making that move
Yeah.
without you.
Yeah.
Okay. And when he was like, all right, bet, let's do it.
Okay.
And that's when we start rolling with Nati. To me personally, and I'm not even going to go into it on here, but personally, I enjoy where my brother play.
Yeah.
Alright? So it was his influence in picking the records
Yeah.
that made me perform better
Okay.
while I was on.
Well, that's
So-
what
y'all had chemistry.
that chemistry is
Yeah,
important when it comes down to
chemistry.
this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because when you know what I mean, I'm as a selector now.
Took you years.
And first of all, first of all, listen. I'm not a talker. You know what I'm saying? Once y'all know me, y'all know I don't even talk like that. You know what I'm saying? So for me to even doing this podcast is a big jump in my life. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? I wasn't never a talker. So it's like, you know what I mean? Me that playing music, I would have to have somebody that can push that song on another level. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
And that's when I feel like, that's when, you know, me and, you know, Sunko linked up or whatever. We like, that's a whole nother story. I gotta get my little history with that.
definitely.
But, you know what I mean? But that, me and that man just got that chemistry when we link up, bro. It don't even matter if we haven't played in a long time. We just gonna execute
Gotcha.
wickedly. So I understand that, you know what I mean? When you have a selector that can just play for how you vibe and y'all can, you know, link together, that's a beautiful thing,
Yo,
bro.
when we met, he hated on me for my record trunk, how neat it was. I gotta tell you that.
Hey,
Yo, my record trunk was the neatest.
You know
Cause
why?
I ain't keep the
Why?
paper. I ain't keep the flimsy paper that came with records.
What,
though.
you had the
I
little sturdy
cardboard,
joint? Yeah.
and I had mine labeled so you could easily flip through it. Dog, he hated on me for my trunk.
Any sound that had like real clean record
But they
trunks,
never play no way.
and like they stuff looked like untouchable,
Yeah.
looked nice,
Yeah.
all this stuff. They wasn't playing nowhere.
Dog, I played. Dog,
Played.
my nigga.
Yeah, we
I
played.
Listen,
Yeah, we
listen. I ain't gonna.
He
kept
played.
my
No,
knees.
Loki,
Listen.
no joke, no joke. Steve noticed. The man played at my cousin Zato house.
Yeah.
Oh, that man.
First time I seen him.
Yeah.
First time I seen him, I went to my cousin Zato house.
Yeah.
First of all, I'm like, Zato, why the fuck you? I'm sorry, cussing. Why you booked them? So I went down there.
Yeah.
The
It was
hate,
him.
The hate is real.
It wasn't no hate. It was just like, you know, we the hottest, but I guess
Yeah.
they charge. No, we the hottest. Volume 1, always the hottest.
Yeah.
But I guess they, you know, a lot of people when they trying to have their sound come out, they
Yeah.
charge real cheap.
Nah,
They
it wasn't
undercut
even like
price.
that, dog.
Damn.
He probably was like, yo, Zato, let me play for free.
You might know.
You know what I'm saying? So he went down there.
Yo.
And first of all, the first
Yeah.
mistake he made when I first seen Steve, the first
Yeah.
mistake I seen when I went down there. Remember, it's my cousin house. I
Yeah.
got there. Like, Zato, what's going on? Went down the basement. I looked. I'm like, who the hell selected? I looked over there. These niggas had. I don't even know what the name of them turntables was. Straight garbage.
They weren't techniques. They weren't techniques.
Of course they wasn't
I gotta admit that.
When you got some
Guys was
Geminis.
playing on some- It wasn't even Gemini. It was some belt drive turntable.
It was belt drive.
Straight
It was
garbage.
belt-
Oh
You
man.
can't rewind. Anybody that know about
trash.
turntables
Dog.
right now that's listening to
Yeah,
this
yeah, yeah.
podcast? Anybody that's listening right now
Dog.
to this podcast,
Yeah.
It was a
That's in
start.
music
It was a
business.
start. Dog.
no.
It
That
was a
if a man
start.
said wheel forward, you can't even get that
You
little
can't.
spin.
You can't do
that would have
that.
been
Yo, that spin wasn't even popular back then.
Oh, yeah?
That spin wasn't even
That's
popular
to
back
show
then.
you how
dog.
behind they was.
No,
The spin got out there,
man.
but he couldn't do
Dog,
it.
the spin wasn't
that's
even
why it
popular
was
back
about
then.
He at the moment when the spin came out,
Yeah.
that's when he came
Nah,
out.
dog,
so he
don't even do that.
Oh,
Don't even do
shit.
that. Don't
So,
even do that,
he
dog.
couldn't spin no
It
music.
was a belt-driven
so that was the
turntable.
first rule number.
Nah.
That was the first mistake. He
Yeah.
had some whack turntables. And then it was him and another guy named Spaceman, big up Spaceman, whatever. Him and his MC.
Yeah.
And their records was neat because
Yeah.
they went out, they bought all these records, they in the plastic, they look good. They don't play no. They was happy to get that date. And the whole time I'm there,
Yeah.
I'm laughing at them.
Yo.
I'm like, yo, these guys are
Stop.
clowns.
You stupid.
So
He's
the
stupid.
next date he got.
Yeah.
Me and him start talking, right?
Yeah.
Because he know you messed up. So I'm talking to him. I'm like, yo, what the hell is that? Yo, what the hell y'all playing?
Dog,
You know
that
what I mean?
man-
So look, the next time he got thing, and I'm like, yo, man, yeah, man, come check me, yo. I'll let you
Nah,
come use some
nah.
of the records.
Yeah.
So
You were
check
like,
it out.
you
So
come
check
check
it
me.
out.
I
Nah,
said,
come
you
check
come
me.
check me.
So he came and checked me.
Yeah.
We talked, we linked up, and I told him the next part to let me know I could just bring my records with me.
Yeah.
So he was like, all right, cool. I'm gonna link you up. I got a party. I think it was off of Stuyvesant Avenue. Anybody from Trenton know where that's at?
Yeah.
Stuyvesant. You know, everywhere there's a
Yeah.
Stuyvesant.
Stuyvesant. Yep.
We got a Stuyvesant Avenue.
Yep.
And I put the records together, had the trunk together. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna help this guy out. So he said he's gonna come check me. I'm
Yeah.
like, cool. He said, meet me at such and such house. I think her name Missy Lane.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Rest in peace,
Rest in
Missy
peace,
Lane.
Miss Lane.
I went over Missy Lane. I had like 3 record trunks. I put them on the porch.
Yeah.
And then somebody was there. I think you know her name is Tanisha.
Tanisha.
Debbie and Tanisha.
Oh yeah.
So Tanisha
Of
was
course.
over there. That's Missy Lane daughter.
Oh yeah. Okay.
All right.
Oh yeah. I know. Her.
So I
Yeah.
put the records over there.
Yeah.
And I said, yo, Steve coming to get these because, I mean, Steve knew them too.
Yeah.
He was to meet me over here. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, I'm about to run home real quick, but the record's right here.
Yeah.
So I went back home. I came back. The record's gone. So I'm like, yo, who took the records? There's like Steve came and got the records. So now I'm like, damn, I gotta page him. Cause back then it was page.
Yeah.
Paging him. He not answering the page.
Oh, he thought he got you.
Oh man. So now I'm nervous. 'Cause I done took my dad records
Yeah.
out of the
Oh man.
Then I'm like, yo, where's this guy at? So then I finally figured out where the party was at.
Yeah.
He ain't called back. He ain't trying to call back nothing.
Yeah.
So I had to walk all the way to this party, right? Up the hill, because it wasn't too far from me, but like a good 20-minute walk.
Yeah.
I walked up there. When I walked in there, I'm like, yo, what's up? Man, got my records.
Yo, that's funny.
The first dance we ever had, he stole my records. He went up there, he's trying to play, but I guess he didn't realize that just because you got the records, don't
Don't even go that way.
That's crazy.
Now that story went left right there.
So I got to the party, and then he was like, "Oh no, I was gonna come back, but you see, people's here. I couldn't, he gave me some game. I'm like, whatever.
He like, this kid ain't got nothing, no type of knowledge right
I'm
now.
here now, but I'm like, good thing I ain't tell my dad what happened.
Yeah, because oh my God.
Yeah, anyway, let's not talk about that.
I'm not talking about that, but I'm just saying, if you would have,
So then they started
to his
playing,
dad,
and
I'm a good youth.
nah.
so
Not at that moment,
that's
nigga.
That's how it started with me and Steve, like right there.
Yeah.
And then then after that, now everything was good. Like I ain't even think about it no more. I'm at the party now.
Yeah.
So now I'm like going through stuff and you know what I mean, matching up my records with what he had, because Steve had all the new stuff, just like Dane.
Okay, yeah.
Always had all the new stuff.
Always.
Okay.
Always stayed up on the new stuff. So I had music, but I had like the core, but he had the new stuff to
So
fill
y'all
in.
blended well.
Yeah. So
yeah.
from there we just it's like ever since that day,
Yeah.
that was it.
Okay.
It was just me and him doing this thing all the time.
All the
I don't know. Spaceman, I think, got kind of like.
he went to the wayside.
Well, you know, like when some people like start meshing well, and that third wheel kind of feel like they don't see a place for themselves. You know what I mean? They kind of get themselves together.
Back then, I think you was playing the music.
I was playing the music.
And
He was
Spaceman
talking.
was doing the talking.
Okay.
Yeah.
But then when I got there, remember, I know my record chunk.
Yeah.
I started playing the music.
Yeah.
And Steve started talking.
Yeah.
So it was like, there's no room for
Exactly. That's what it is.
Nah, but you remember my cousin Tot?
Yeah, he tried.
Yeah.
That didn't work.
Which was his name?
Tot. Yeah, he tried. That wasn't gonna work either.
Yeah.
What was his role anyway?
What did he try to do?
He was a DJ.
I think he was trying.
He was trying to do DJ.
Okay.
But he was aggressive with it. Like, yo,
This word aggressive been used a lot in these last couple weeks.
Yo, you were at my basement, and this man, like, they about to war in the basement. Man,
Not because I felt like Tot was like a bully.
Okay.
Yeah.
As y'all know, I was born in America. Both of my parents Jamaican or whatever.
Yeah.
But I just felt like, even though y'all hear my voice right now, it sound light. You know what I mean?
He said it sound light.
soft, you know what I mean? But he got that twisted.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't like that. Like, don't
Yeah.
think because you hear this little light voice, like, I'm like that.
Yeah.
So in the basement, he trying to tell me, like, he always used to tell people what to do.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yo,
okay.
go get this, go get that. And he tried that with me. I'm like,
okay.
what? And I had my little ratchet. I'm like,
Yo, dog used to walk with his ratchet on.
He still do.
yeah, I got my ratchet. I'm like, yo, I mean, and it became like a big thing
Yeah.
between him
Yeah.
that day. And
Yeah.
ever since that day, me and him cool as hell.
Oh yeah.
Because he knew he couldn't deal with me like that. But I felt like it was because of my voice and
Of course.
I mean, it's just me.
Of course.
So that was that. But Tat was around for a minute.
Yeah.
And
Then he went to play that sound in Lakewood.
what was the sound name? I can't even think. It was in
can't think
Lakewood.
of
Yeah, Lakewood.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
a
it's
far
real
drive.
popular sound, so it's kind of
Yeah.
crazy. Audio Sonic.
Audio Sonic.
Yeah,
Okay.
he played Audio
Okay.
Sonic sound. He
Well,
left and that
Lakewood
was
wasn't.
good.
I mean, it was far, but in the sense that that was Snow White area as well.
Okay. So
Roland lived down in Lakewood, literally around the corner from Audio Sonic.
okay.
So
okay.
we used to be at one of the community center down there from a Snow White perspective. So
Yeah.
that's how they linked up. I don't even know how Tot met with Audio Sonic, but he started playing that sound. Down
Yeah.
there.
But ever since then, it's just been me and Steve. We just doing my dad's sound for a minute, and like I said, things trickled around, and we started going Snow White, jumping on Snow White with him.
So how long was the Snow White tenure. So
I don't even remember, dog. I blocked that out, man. So
block it out.
I was on Snow White for I would say a good amount of time, and then Smiley brought in Cool.
okay,
And,
okay,
once Cool was brought in, and the explanation that was given to me at that point in time is that we could work together. But to me, I knew Cool as a playboy from off of King Slaughter.
King Slaughter.
okay,
I mean,
okay.
Cool didn't touch no turntable. Cool didn't touch no mic. He just saw Cool, drove up with his Benz and, you know, flashy linen suit.
Okay,
and all
okay,
that stuff.
okay.
So, I don't know how that would have worked.
Okay,
So,
okay.
But you know, I just gradually took myself away. It was
Okay.
I wasn't let go. I wasn't nothing like that. I just took myself away.
Okay, so that's a good. Some you got that vibe, you know what I mean. So that's the same thing I was saying. Like, you know, when you see certain combinations start going, you kind of get a vibe, and you know, you just move.
Yeah, that's
you know
it.
what I'm saying.
That's it. You know,
And
big up
there's
Snow White, big up Cool, big
exactly.
up Nati. Hey, they did what they need to do, and I did what I need to do.
Exactly.
I think after that, I think we came. I think around that time, Prento came around.
Right
Yeah.
at the ending of that whole thing.
Yeah,
We introduced Prento came around because even though I was rolling with Snow White, if Brick Force had a dance,
Yeah.
I'm there.
Okay.
Me and Steve, like,
Okay.
we there.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because remember that's Trenton. So
Yeah.
anytime he ever dance, we there.
yeah, definitely.
Brick Force told me that he got a bad MC in Prento. I'm like, all right, bring him around.
Yeah.
Prento came around and he just was around us.
Yeah.
But like I said, if Snow White playing, so we're like, yo, sound named Snow White. So he used to come with us. Cause there's some flyers you'll see Prento. face
Yeah,
on
of
them
course.
flyers.
I've seen it. Yeah.
Prento came around, and then actually after Steve left,
Yeah, Prento
Prento still was
played for-
rolling
yeah.
with Snow White.
Okay. Okay.
And then it was like one or two dances, and then he just cut. Certain things happen, so
Yeah.
I ain't gonna go into it. But certain things happen.
yeah.
So
Well,
he
that's what
just-
happens, man.
He
It's-
played on
because-
Snow White.
Oh yeah,
I did not
Yeah,
even
you
know
ain't
that.
know that?
I didn't
Yeah,
know
yeah.
that.
Which
I
didn't
was
know
that
that.
the Bass Odyssey dance he played on?
I'm not sure, but I know
Wow.
Prince
One
Hall
of
was
that.
the,
Yeah,
the
one
place
of
that
the-
he used to play a lot.
I didn't
over
know
there.
that. That was
Then he cut. He cut from Snow White.
Yeah.
Just came back around.
And then we sat down. I don't know if it was before or I know it was definitely after Snow White, but we sat down.
After Snow White, we joined Gold Star. Messiah Gold Star.
Yeah.
That was on
your
Gold Star.
doing.
I didn't
That
know
was
that.
your doing.
I did that.
I didn't know that at all.
Yeah, I
Me
was
either.
joining
Yeah.
Messiah Gold Star for about a weekend.
Oh my god!
Nah, it was good. No, big up Cardell. He was
Yeah.
good, but
No, you
it's
gotta
just
big
that
up
the
what's the name,
selectors-
though.
Who?
Because he was willing for us to come on the sound.
Who?
Who used to play the sound, dog?
Who? Demas?
Not Demas. Lex. Luke. What is his name? Who normally plays Gold Star?
Demas.
Nah, not
He's
Demas.
talking about the other, but like I said, there's just
You talk about the Rasta one?
Nah, not the Rasta one. The American dude.
yeah. I forget his name.
He got
I forget his name.
The one he had dreads too, right?
Nah, he had no
dreads.
dreads. No.
I know what he's talking about. I can't remember his name, but yeah, I understand. But he was there. But Gold Star, it just didn't work out for me.
It,
Okay.
The vibes when I started to play the sound thing, he had a dance in Camden. I ain't like the vibes with the other selectors.
Yeah, you told me that
It
too.
probably felt like we're trying to take over their thing.
Oh, like so it's
So
probably
it's
some
like,
little.
alright.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
Gold
man.
Star always had a lot of selectors around there. But no, he literally was like, "Yo, take the sound."
Yeah.
And literally, my brother's going somewhere. I'm going with him.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
went.
Then we said, forget about that. That didn't work out. Then we rally around now. We like, oh, boy.
It was me,
what
you,
gonna
and
do?
Prento. We got together and was
Then,
like, "Yo,
Nah, remember we did the Black Roots.
nah." It was after. Black Root was that? Was it?
After Gold Star, then it was Black Roots.
Y'all went to Black Roots too.
Yeah, we was at
Yeah,
Black Root.
Black
Damn,
Roots.
bro.
Which one?
Gold
Black
Belly,
Roots.
Black
Trent
Roots.
Black
Alright,
Roots, yeah.
I didn't even know that.
I didn't know y'all went to Black
Remember
Roots.
we did Black Roots for a little while.
Yeah,
cut
we
some
did.
dub.
We did.
Not
We
cut
did.
dub. Gold Belly voiced some dubs, and then Black Roots always had a lot of dubs. Whatever. So we try to cut. Big up Brains and Smurf. They lived in what is it, Connecticut.
Connecticut, yeah.
And then but you know,
We tried to
Fada
cut
Gungo
some.
had the DAT tapes.
Yeah.
So we cut our versions of something. Like when we say cut, we brung it to the studio and get our own dub
dubs.
plates.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
gotta
yeah.
take it off the cassette and put it on your own dub plates.
Yeah, yeah.
And we did that, and we did some wheeling and dealing with Black Roots.
Okay.
But then the vibes,
Yeah,
the vibes wasn't there, so we was like, to hell with that too. And then the one time we turned around and we was like, yo, man, forget about all that, yo. Let's build our
build our
own
own
sound.
Yeah.
Forget about our fathers, because his
Yeah.
father had Black Star, my
Okay.
dad Volume 1, but forget that. We're gonna do our own thing. And at the time, if y'all can remember, there was a thing called Anthrax.
Yes.
Oh, God.
Yes. I was in college around that time.
Anthrax came in, and we was like,
was
yo,
Yo.
That was your
that sound name.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we built the sound Anthrax. We went out over the weekend. We bought everything red. All record trunks. Everything was red.
Damn.
Anthrax. And I
Yo.
think we did one dance. Not even one dub plate with Anthrax.
Damn.
Nothing. We did Anthrax. And then that was just
That was it.
With
That was it. Yeah.
That was
And
it.
then I think I
think we were
started playing
Brick
music. I
Force.
think that's around the time, huh?
That was around Brick. Because you still never.
No, but brick. But like I said, if Brick Force have a dance,
Yeah,
we
you'll
would
go.
we would
Because it's a
we
trend
would-
thing.
Remember
Yeah.
that dance? We went all the way down to Georgia.
Georgia, yeah, but that's because he had that one dance, so we
Yeah,
went down
yeah,
there.
yeah.
But we was trying to find our way.
True,
Yeah.
true.
So Anthrax didn't work, and then around that time, I think after Anthrax, that's when Steve just said, "To hell with
yeah,
music."
yeah,
He
yeah,
just
yeah.
disappeared for a
Yeah,
while.
yeah.
Yeah, I disappeared for a while
He
because
disappeared for a while,
some personal thing I
and
need to
then
get straight.
Yeah.
I'm just considering myself all right. I'm part of Brick Force,
Yeah.
and then that's when American Youth came about. And then when
Damn, man,
American
start
Youth
hitting
came
the
about, that's a guitar. Yo. What's wrong with that?
That's ain't that.
Then American Youth came about.
Yeah.
Steve got me a job where he was working at.
Okay.
So I was over there, and I'm letting him hear the American Youth thing, thinking I
Yeah.
could get him back in the
Yeah.
game. But he wasn't nowhere near the game at
Yeah.
that time.
The
He
man
ain't
said
paying me
bump
no
all of that.
attention. He ain't paying me no attention. And then did American Youth for a while, and then American Youth thing kind of
DNS.
died out.
Yeah.
And I said, all right, fuck it. Me and my cousin Sugar here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So let's
nothing
build
high
a
tension
sound,
or
yo.
something.
Let's just
Yeah.
do
What's
it.
your name?
And the only reason the DNS came in because I already knew Sugar had a sound Super X.
Yeah.
I have volume one,
Exactly.
but, yo, man, forget about both of that. Yo. My name Diamond, your name Sugar. DNS.
DNS. I remember.
So,
Yeah, I remember that.
so we just did DNS for a
Yeah.
while.
Yeah, up
And
until
then-
Volume 1 came back around.
That was it. American Youths, the owner for the sound ended up selling me his sound
The equipment.
system.
Yeah. Yes.
And
Yeah.
that's when Lukey had a dance with Mighty Crown.
Yeah, I'm the first person that book him with that. You know what I mean?
First
And I was
person that
against
booked me
it.
with that.
Yes, she was against it. She was against
Made the
it.
Lord go with her.
Listen, I remember it was it was. I'm gonna tell you, it was my 25th birthday, and I was keeping a dance with Mighty Crown and Peter Blacks and what's the son from New York?
I think Skills was on there.
Skills was on there from
Yeah.
Philly, and
Oh my
the son
God.
from
I'm
from
trying
New
to
York.
remember.
Damn,
Once I remember, I'll let you
with
know.
Fat Boy.
Natural Vibes.
Natural Vibes. Yes. Natural Vibes was on the dance also. So I was looking for a sound system and I'm like, yo, I should look, I'm looking for a sound system in Philly.
Okay.
So I called one of the popular sounds. I'm not going to name the sound because, what I mean? That's what it
I
is.
got you.
One of the popular sounds in Philly at that time, it was 2008. I'm telling you, this sound was on fire. So I wanted the sound system to play or whatever. But I called this man up and he was giving me the run around and giving me some bogus prices or whatever. And he would just, never really give me no type of straight talking or whatever. So I was like, all right, well, I know somebody that have a sound over here. I just want to know if you willing. Really, dog? Again this week, bro? Again this week. Listen, what? Listen.
He can't come back.
Like, why were you playing your phone on the podcast? This man don't got no manners. That's crazy. Anyway, back in
Wow.
yeah, wow, yeah. So anyway, man, I know somebody that got a sound. This is just if you're willing to bring it, to Philly. So
this man iffy, dog.
yeah, well, around that time, like we just kind of linking the music wise or whatever. So it's like, yo, man, I got this date. I want you to come to Philly and bring out the sound. And it was some things going on with the sound at the time, and he's like, I don't know if I should bring it out. So,
No.
So I was telling Tracy, like, yo, man, like he got the sound, but he don't want to bring it out for whatever reason or whatever. I was like, all right, man, we just gonna come up with this solution where we paint the boxes black.
Yeah, Luke, you did the whole
Yeah.
Steve, I
was
swear,
so
we
mad.
brought all the speakers outside.
We can't paint the boxes black, erase that sound name off of there, and we can bring it to Philly. The man said, "You know what? You smart." So we got the boxes painted and all of that. Demus, that's the first time I met Demus.
Yeah.
Big
up to Demus.
Yeah, big up to Demus. And I'm telling you, man, the day that we came to Philly to set up in Mellow Moods that day. Demus was working. I ain't gonna lie, man.
Yeah.
The
Demus
man was
worked
working
all the time.
and making sure things. That man was climbing all over the place and all that. So I was like, yo, this sound thing is really serious.
Yo.
And it's not just playing music. The sound system
when I
thing
walked
was
in,
crazy.
I heard the sound. I was actually
And
shocked.
the
I
sound
really
was
shocked.
the sound was
It
so
sounded really
powerful
good.
that day,
Yeah.
yo, where it kept on I guess the wattage from the building was not strong enough to hold it. Like
What was that?
it kept on shutting off.
Yeah.
It kept on chipping up. Like it kept it
was
like
dimming the lights,
Yeah,
yo.
dimming the lights. Everything. I was like, yo,
Didn't have the box on it.
No, we had the sound that I had then. I had to go into the breaker box.
yeah.
Okay.
So I had to argue with the man about that too. Like,
Exactly.
yo, open this box, yo. We got to clip on.
Exactly, and that's and the crazy part about that, right? It was like that's the first time we actually met Lou.
Yeah.
Rest in peace to Lou, because he was the club owner at the time. And Lou was like so impressed with the sound, like when he brought it there, and shit, that was the house sound for like a good, like a good couple months.
Never left.
Yeah,
Yeah,
never left.
Only the brain, what we call the brain,
Yeah,
which is the
yeah,
amps,
yeah,
the
yeah,
turntable
yeah.
stuff, used
But
to
the box
leave.
is left there.
The
Yeah.
boxes had to stay there
Listen,
because
that was the house sound for like at least couple months. Well,
all the way until he passed.
yeah, although that's
Wow.
because I wasn't planning on it, because at that point, man, that's when you bought the truck. Just for that reason. Just for that reason. That the sound truck was just because of that opportunity.
Because I had other dates, so I like, Lou, I gotta get the sound. I gotta go play somewhere else.
Yeah.
So I just gotta bought one of the old U-Haul trucks, and start moving around.
Yeah.
But Mellow Mood was my place.
Yeah, Melamuzi was a
That was
spot.
good place.
I don't like that spot was so like it was so
Steve
convenient.
missed all that.
Yeah.
That was a good party
Nah,
too.
I was traveling, though. I was enjoying myself around this country. man. But the thing is, he learned from when Volume 1 used to string up on the outside at the park.
Yes.
That
Yes.
sound was always powerful,
Yeah.
dog.
And we was talking about the park, last week also. We was talking about Father Rocco back in the day
back
and all
in
of
the
that.
day.
You know what I mean? Every Saturday.
Yo, this is why I miss the community events that the Caribbean organization used to put on.
Caribbean organization.
Yo.
I'm talking about
No, bro. Y'all trying to get me jumped by a bunch of people with walking sticks. Y'all know? Listen. I don't want no problems until we can get an understanding. You know what I'm saying? I think that we about to go
There was so much
into
There's so much stuff that used to go on in Trenton.
Yeah.
That benefit the Caribbean organization.
Yeah.
Wow. So, and God rest her soul, I realized that the lady passed away. Elaine, passed away.
Yeah.
And she used to be the forefront of everything.
Yeah,
I know.
She was a real superstar.
Yeah, definitely. But anything Father Rockoff related, that was her.
Oh, okay.
All right. And I know we used
Lionel
to do
Judah.
Oh, gotta give it props to him too, dog.
I thought that man was Bob Marley for a long time when I was young.
Nah, but you know, I think there needs to be a rebirth of our community here.
He definitely do.
Yes.
He definitely do.
And again, it's up to us to need to step out front. A lot of us like to play the back. A lot of us like to play the back, but you know, we got to have somebody that's going to step out front and be able to negotiate with some of these council ward people and city hall to say, "Yo, we're here."
So Steve, when you going to start doing this?
I only own rental property. I don't live in Trenton, so I can't.
Listen,
do that.
Listen, man.
So Steve, how you feel about the Jamaican organizations that's around in
They're
Trenton
great
right now?
They're great.
Nah, 'cause I know you go to some of the meetings. Seriously.
On a serious note,
We talked about a little bit about that.
Yeah,
on 5.5.
Yes.
Listen to the 5.5.
And I know you went to a lot of those meetings. You met with, I'm gonna call the names, Jamrock Organization. And
well, it wasn't Jamrock Organization. So I met with Jamrock initially. That's how I got introduced to it. So I'm gonna call names. Ain't nobody can hurt me or anything like that. So. So I met initially with Jamrock on the organization, and you, Diamond, you were there,
and I was there also.
You were there, and I think Natalie was there as well.
Yes, she was there.
And I asked a series of questions which wasn't able to be responded to, but was handed a pamphlet or it's not even a pamphlet, but a sheet of paper.
A sheet of paper.
About it. In my opinion, the concept is good. The execution is flawed. And I would say the representative, the body that represents that organization are not marketing it to the youth. They're keeping it to themselves. And because of that, they're not going to attract anything new into the organization. When I did visit the particular meetings that I went to several of those meetings, and in conversation with the head of the organization at that time, the potential is there. I think as a leader, he's receptive to it, but I think it just lacks execution. And that's honestly what it is.
Okay.
I couldn't commit my time further to the organization because I'm being pulled in many different direction from a business aspect of it.
Okay.
And because of that, the ideas that I provided to them, I couldn't be the one to execute. So I just think it's in a state where it lacks the execution or someone that's going to execute the numerous ideas that they may have or the ideas that I've provided to them. Okay. So it's and I think in order for them to attract new individual or younger individual into the organization, it will require them to self-fund certain things on their own.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You would think that the organization, after so many years, would have built up a war chest to say, let's dig into these war chests to rebrand our image to allow and attract our local young folks to get into it. Okay. And because of that, it's going to be hurt. They're going to hurt.
You're going to walk past the hold on real quick because you about to walk past the camera.
Yeah, because they are not
this nigga.
because they're not investing in themselves. You see how, from a sound perspective, how we invest in ourselves. We're buying. Well, we're buying dubs. I can't say records.
Exactly. We're buying dubs.
Okay, we're investing in ourselves. This organization, until I could see that they're investing in themselves, and it's not going to take a lot of money.
No.
Okay.
No.
First of all, it's a matter of saying, okay, as an organization, we're in the body, we're the membership body or the executive body of this organization. Let me call up the soup kitchen and say, okay, we're coming down to volunteer. And in the same breath, I called the newspaper and said, this organization will be here volunteer.
Exactly.
Come do a story. Do some of those.
We need
basic things first.
We need some exposure when it comes down to our community, because if we're not out here doing something positive, the people that are in these city offices are not going to, they're not going to listen. They're not going to recognize you or nothing like that.
Anyone in power is going to say, "What have you done for me lately?"
Exactly.
Okay. And if you can't provide something that says you have done something for me or my constituents, why do I need to help you?
Exactly. Because that's what, like, you see all the, all of these, politicians, they go to these people here and there, you know what I'm saying, as in like their constituencies, that they have to make sure that these people are good because they bring voters.
Either that
exactly that too. But at the same time, we still in a conversation where we saying, all right, well, they need us.
Yes.
But they don't have to cater to us because they don't really need us right now because we're not a voice.
They only need us when it's time for us to vote.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
But we have to show that they need us outside of
voting. Yes.
Okay. I'm solving a need in your community, so I'm helping the homeless in your community.
Exactly.
You're not doing anything. Okay. And then get the media on your side to say, they're doing stuff.
Exactly.
Okay, I can prove several articles that I'm doing stuff. So now that if I come to you and say, I need space.
Okay?
I need space to hold my meetings. I don't have to pay you.
Exactly.
I'm going to say, okay, I'll find you space. You can utilize the space for whatever. And that's what's so disheartening to me. I'm being real about this. I mean, this is what disheartened to me about this organization is that you have been around for X amount of years. During that time frame, what I could see is that you were at one of the president's location, which obviously the president at that time was probably taking a fee. I don't know for a fact, but probably taking a fee for the location that you were holding a meeting. So that's benefiting the presidents and not the organization itself. Okay, so why not say, okay, let's let's put some money together or do a building fund similar to a church. Do a building fund to say, I'm going to find. I'm going to find a location to house this club. Okay, that location in itself could have paid for itself over time. I could have said, okay, I'm going to have domino tournaments here. Okay, that's one of the big things.
Exactly.
I could have a round robin here, and you pay, and that building would have paid for itself over time.
But that's another thing. Like, I know as many, all these little domino tournaments or whatever that they had back in the day. It was a dance right after that.
Correct.
So they was making the money was being made, and I know like it's not no big of bunch of money, but it's money to get something started.
Now the only thing we go back, we passed the history, and we should have brought this up. Was the only Jamaican club that was ever here?
We was talking about that also. Dane brought that up last week.
What was the name of the club? Because I can't remember.
He didn't give me a name, but they said it. I was actually talking to my mom yesterday.
It was the only Jamaican
and
club.
She said it was on Pennington Avenue on the corner of.
That's not. Okay, so that must be a different one.
That was a different one.
That's a different one. The club I'm referring to was off the boulevard. Was owned by two dreads. over there. Jeez, where's Diamond now? I can't remember. Listen, that was the only Jamaican club in Trenton.
Oh, you talking about like a nightclub?
A nightclub.
The Club of Cindy's. You talk about.
West Indies,
yes, Club of Cindy's. Yeah, I was talking. I'm thinking about like a space.
Got you.
So no, yeah, of course, I know. I remember who it was.
West Indies was the spot.
Exactly. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Again, we fight against each other, and that's
exactly
why that's
why that went down. Yes.
but this organization in itself should have had a spot.
Yeah.
And I talk to my dad all the time, and my dad.
I said the same thing because I talked to Tracy about a lot of these things that just on my mind, and us not having a spot or a space is a problem, because you look at all the other Caribbean or other countries, they always have their little spots around the city,
and that's why we're not taken seriously.
Exactly.
Okay. Are you paying taxes on something?
Exactly.
Look at it like that. You may have your own home, but from an organization, the organization is not paying.
Exactly.
You're considered a nonprofit.
Yeah.
Okay, but you don't have anything.
Nothing.
Okay, you have nothing to show.
And you're not using that non-profit thing to benefit your city. But that's where it is.
Are you attending the next meeting? When is the next meeting?
Well, I was invited. I don't know if I'm going to be invited at this point.
You going?
I haven't been invited.
Yeah.
I told the president at the time that my schedule is just swamped.
Yeah. I agree to go in there and listen.
Yeah, we're gonna listen.
Because I want to because I haven't been attending one, and I just want to go and listen to what they have to say and what they have to offer before I even make a decision when it comes down to anything.
That shouldn't be at a meeting. You should be able to sit down and have a conversation.
Yeah, but that's what they open. That's what they open to me.
They should be able to articulate to you
exactly
what's the benefit.
What's the benefit? Yeah, and I still haven't got that answer. So until then, we just gonna have to call it what it is. You know what I'm saying?
No. If when this is published and anyone have any feeling, I'm willing to come sit down.
Of course.
On the next.
Because I had an invite to them to to be on the show. Whenever that it will be. I want to have it at a neutral place so they don't feel like that we ganging up on them. So we're going to find out a neutral place where we can have it.
Okay.
And then we can get everything, started where, with that.
I think, I think the organization, and not as a whole, but the Trenton chapter of this organization, because I've spoken. I think I was initially put on the initiative for the revamp of the website for the Trenton chapter, and in dialogue with the other chapter or the governing body. It's they have some intelligent folks. That is in the organization.
Of course, you have to. You have
but
to.
I just think this chapter needs to be revamped. But I think, and I agree with the presidents of the chapter, it needs to be injected with new blood.
Of course, of course, everything.
And because of the lack of new blood in the organization, it's stagnant. Okay. And that new blood can't just be a fly on the wall. They have to be good with executing.
Of course.
And once they inject that new blood into the organization that's good with executing, then we have a shot of producing an organization that is great and that can benefit the city of Trenton and benefit our Caribbean community in Trenton. And we should be able to establish certain things.
Of course.
But again, young, like-minded individual to go in that can execute is what they're looking for.
Well, this is actually the longest podcast we have done. closing out to
But it was
2
good.
hours, but it was definitely good and informative.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And we actually have another show to do. Hopefully that's going to be a little bit shorter. But so, you know what I mean? But, you know, I definitely want to thank Lion Feast to, you know, for coming in and giving your insight to our conversation and basically telling your history of your sound system days.
Diamond did not do a good job last time.
Oh, you gonna say that when he left the room, right? That's terrible.
Listen.
No.
Diamond don't conversate.
Yeah, he's not a conversator. You know what I mean? He's not a talker like myself.
But we're
But
trying to get him to.
yeah,
more.
yeah, it been years. He been trying to do it. He ain't gonna do it.
You ain't getting him to do that.
Well,
Listen, I'll work with him.
yeah, you be
I'll
his
work
mentor.
with you.
See how far you get. Anyways, man, we just gonna end this segment. This is episode 6, and you know what I mean, do follow, subscribe, share the YouTube page, and also follow our Facebook and Instagram pages. And One Drop I'm about to say radio, One Drop podcast, and you definitely you know look out for our new stuff that's dropping. We're gonna be doing a little vlogging here and there. You know, as the weather get warmer, so you know we're going to be doing a lot more. So you know, you guys look out for that, and you know, just take care. And I hope you can hit that like button down there and subscribe and hit that notification bell. And you know, we'll always be popping up when we got something new. Definitely support, and also listen to us on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, and Anchor. We're all on those platforms. So if you can't watch us, you gotta listen at work. Listen at work. All right. So like I say every week, peace and love.
Yeah, Loki Flex. Cyclone, I represent for the One Drop podcast. You know the thing, you know the lingo. Get to the money, get to the cash. Yo, a Cyclone, I represent for the One Drop podcast. You know the thing, you know the lingo. Chat.
Watch out,